Since reporting last night on the tragic and sudden passing of child influencer Lil Tay and her brother, a lot more information is coming out that makes this far more mysterious. Yes, we've seen the Instagram post from her family, but then why are other family members and managers refusing to confirm her death? And why are authorities saying there is no record? Plus, why is TMZ removing articles? And what is this countdown clock on social media? We got a lot to break down. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. If you missed yesterday's video, last night we broke down who Lil Tay is. We talked more about the Instagram post and started unraveling this mystery. But I got to tell you guys, and I saw you in the comments, you're with me. There are some red flags going off on this case, and I don't understand what is going on. This is so sad. The whole story of this is just so sad. And this poor kid who is being coached along the way to do these videos in the first place. More and more is coming out to show just how sad and how tragic this story really is as you go through it. I wanted to show you this because we didn't get to see this yesterday, but here is Lil Tay being coached by her brother. This was posted several years ago during her reign and was one of the things that caused her to go offline.
Bro, wait, go back and say like, no, you broke ass bitch. You still, you out here, you are out here like with your irrelevant ass. You making a video on me? Like, bitch, I'm way more irrelevant than you. You're trying to be relevant and you trying.
Ugh, this is just so hard to watch, to see this poor 9-year-old kid just being fed this garbage by her brother, it seems, maybe her parents as well, to create this character, to then create more money, which then caused all these problems, it seems, in the first place. And while many people were joking and laughing at how the videos of her flexing and thinking this was all cute and fun, it clearly was not. There was a lot more going by. And you have a 9-year-old kid, an innocent 9-year-old kid who's being thrust in the spotlight, and it's just heartbreaking to watch. And my heart goes to what's happening here. I want to ensure that we know what's happening here, and that we can respect and pay tribute to this poor girl who had been through the worst, and more is coming out. All right, so but let's talk about what's coming out. Her father, who has also been accused of not being a very good father and doing terrible things. There is even a whole fundraiser back to save her from her father, and the father in this GoFundMe that was apparently raised by her brother talks about how her father fantasized about offing the mom and the child at some point, which again now today reads even more sinister. But the fact that the father has refused, and her ex-manager as well, are refusing to publicly confirm this news. Nobody is. I want to read here we read the Instagram post. For those of you that missed it, you can pause, you can read it again, and we talked about it in more depth in our first video, which I implore you to watch. But her former manager, Henry Sang, said in a cryptic statement he couldn't confirm her brother's death. I have been in communication with individuals who have intimate understanding of the family situation. Given the complexities of the current circumstances, I am at a point where I cannot definitively confirm or dismiss the legitimacy of the statement issued by the family. He enlisted the help of personal psychic, who suggested the initial news might not be entirely accurate. When I look at the message, I don't sense any soul crushing a line to another dimension. The psychic, I don't always believe in that. But again, then you have her social media manager could not comment under instruction from Claire's mother, who was listed as legal contact when Lil Tay trademark applications were filed. Meanwhile, Business Insider, who spoke with the father, Chris Hope, he said he could not comment on the Instagram post and declined to answer whether his daughter was still alive. Speaking to the New York Post, Hope said, "Yeah, you have the right person, but I don't have any comment right now. I'm not able to give you any comment right now. I'm sorry, I can't." So no one is confirming this. And then to make matters even worse, the cops are saying there is no record of investigation, which is what, her brother's passing. It's still under investigation. By who? Because people have now gone through Toronto, LA, and all of these authorities have come forward and reached out to publications now to confirm that no, there are no current investigations going out. Nobody has responded. Nobody is acknowledging that this has even happened. There is no confirmation of her death whatsoever. And obviously that's causing a lot of concern. What's going on then? You'd think since the Instagram post says this, there'd be some record. Maybe we're not going to get details, but at least there'd be some pending investigation to explain what's going on here. But no, there isn't. And then there's that TMZ article, which is all over Twitter, social media, noticing this. So here it is. This isn't some weird, just, oh, is that real or not? Here's the Remembering Lil Tay article that TMZ had. Yeah, I go and click it in a new article. Boom, broken link. It won't go anywhere. And you go search for that video or the Lil Tay tribute that TMZ had, and they've removed it. It's just gone. That's just strange. TMZ is one who would jump on this sort of stuff immediately. Are they waiting for more exclusive details? It's weird that TMZ is the one who's now being careful in how they report this, but the people and everybody else has just jumped on the train to, react to the Instagram post and take it for what it is. But there's clearly a lot more going on here more than meets the eye. Now, I do want to call out one account. I hate to even promote this account. This account's total nonsense to me. Why? And the reason being, everyone's been talking about this, so I want to give everybody the full story, but this is getting around, this message here. To be clear, I'm not dead. I don't have access anymore to tell. My sister and I were winning our case. Stay tuned. We're going to post more to our story. This is a clout chaser, dude. You know how it's I know that because we have decided to go live if we hit 25,000 followers. Come on. What? You scumbag? Huh? This makes no sense. Or it's them and then they're scumbags for making this whole stunt. Well, then why would you do it here? But this account is now steaming ahead and gathering account. Please don't follow this nonsense. If it's real and it comes out and we'll expose them, fine. We'll all be told. Someone will tell us. But don't go let these clout chasers get you because this is gross. This is gross, and I don't buy it for a second. They're going live tomorrow. This is all just a scam. Don't fall for the trap. Let others fall for the trap, and then if we're wrong, great, we'll come back. But that's very, very unlikely. And if they really are doing this and they're only going to tell us the truth because they need 25,000 followers, well, then you're scumbags. Sorry. There's no justification to waiting to tell the truth till you get 25,000 subscribers, guys. That's a scammer. So I'm going to debunk that one. That one, I do not believe that one's real. And then there's also this one. A lot of people are like, well, Lil Tay, the youngster flex on Instagram is posting, retweeting all the things about her death. So this must be real. Dude, they're selling a Lil Tay token after her death. Here's how to get the Lil Tay token. This is the problem with Twitter. You have no idea who's real anymore. Like there was a real deal of like, okay, even smaller influencers, bigger influencers, it didn't matter. They would be verified. So you knew, oh, okay, when I see that blue, this is the Lil Tay account. And this is a perfect example of now misinformation gets shared. People are confused because Elon Musk didn't keep the verification. There really was a value to the verification. But then a lot of people whined, well, why am I not verified? Because you're just maybe not that important. Maybe people didn't care. Or maybe Elon could have just opened up the process to allow more people in, but make sure they hit certain protocols and it wasn't so, biased. Fine. But to just remove it all and anybody who buys the $3 gets the blue check mark, the blue check mark is meaningless now. And it's frustrating because now how do you know which accounts are real? There's no way to prove it's a real account, but I just find this hard to believe that now after her death, they're still pumping Lil Tay tokens. Something feels off here. So I'm debunking these two theories. I don't think these are real. And there's a lot more out there that are trying to say, well, we know the truth. We know what's happening. The reality is nobody understands the truth yet. But I wanted to update you because yes, I do believe this morning as I'm noodling around, it's very clear that this is only getting more crazy. Why isn't there an investigation? If the post itself says it's still under investigation, well, what does that mean? And why are you putting this out there and making it so vague? And then suddenly, just her and her brother just passed away. And no, we're not going to get any kind of report, criminal report, police investigation report, just something to acknowledge that this is real. No, we're just going to base it off of an Instagram post of a kid who's not even been active on this platform for years. This is fishy, guys. Something is weird here. And again, this could all be some big hoax that we're getting trapped into. And then in which case, how dare they? That's awful. Great that she's not dead, but how disgustingly exploitive that would be if that's the case. Or did she pass and there's now a cover up? There are a lot of now theories that we go quite crazy with because they're being so vague and because there's nothing to sort of confirm this proof. So look, I want to be careful in this. Yes, I understand why people are now theorizing. I understand why our red flags are going off. Mine are, absolutely. But I want to keep an eye on this story because something's going off here. And at the end of the day, this is a poor kid who was fed all this nonsense, thrusted in this life, and then had these awful exploitative family that was just allowing it to happen. Granted, they did finally take her offline for a while and no one really knows what's happening. But was she safe? Was she okay? This is just tragic, guys. And then suddenly she's back in the limelight, but it's because her and her brother just passed away randomly, mysteriously, suddenly, without any proof or anything. I don't know about you guys. Do you want me to keep following the story? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. Hopefully we've earned it. Smash that like button and leave a comment on your thoughts in this case because I'd like to hear them. What do you think? And we'll keep our ear to the ground if anything else comes out or if this is confirmed so we can actually put a bookend to this story. But I'm holding out hope that maybe there's more to it and she's not gone. And if she is, oh, what a tragedy. Stay tuned for more on this update. We'll keep it for you.